What's up guys, my name is Marc Steiner, and today we are talking about how to perfectly bokehify anything in Photoshop. Let's jump right into it. Alright, so here we are in Photoshop, and this is a photo I took with my friend Grace, and I did this beautiful snow edit to this photo, and I really like this, and I actually did an editing breakdown on this photo if you're interested in that. But what we're going to be focusing on today is the snow, and as you can see, we have some snow that seems to be in focus, and we have other snow that seems to have that beautiful bokeh in the background. And how we did that was actually two separate snow layers. Here we have the initial snow layer that looks like everything is in focus for the most part. But the second layer here, it just looks all circular and beautiful and bokeh-y. And how we got it like that was using the iris blur tool. Now this is a tool that's super helpful. So it's beautiful to take something that looks like this and turn it into this. So that looks super cool because it really adds that depth even though this was never part of the initial image. So it really helps add that bokeh. So we're gonna turn those two layers off and start from a completely separate layer. So how we're gonna do this is we're going to have our snow layer here, and I'm initially just going to erase what's on her face. We're gonna rasterize that just for that purpose, so we're not messing with anything on her face. So now that we've erased everything on her face, we're going to go to Filter, we're going to go to Blur Gallery, and we're going to go to Iris Blur. It's going to take a while to load because this is a pretty intensive process and I am working on an older computer. Here we are, I'm just gonna make this ring very small and put it on her face so it's not really messing with anything else, and that's what we want. And this is only affecting the snow layer, it's not affecting anything else. So what we're going to do, it says blur at 15 pixels. We're just going to up that to, let's say 60 and see how that looks. 60 looks pretty good, and depending on the lens, I think that might be good enough. But since we love that bokeh, we are going to up it just a little bit more. I think probably somewhere 75, 80, maybe even 90 will give us the look we're going for. So let's try 80. And now as you can see, it's rendering these beautiful out of focus bokeh balls in the background, and that looks really, really good. And it's starting to look like there was actually snow. So once we've done that, we're just gonna hit OK. And now we have a layer that's completely bokehified and looks absolutely beautiful and much more natural. So instead of just adding one layer of snow, we've had two layers of snow that really adds that depth that makes it look more realistic. So now we add the second layer of snow, and it really looks like it was snowing because of that depth we have going on the two layers, and it looks really, really good. And you don't have to do this with just snow. I just did this example because this is the one that looks very realistic and I had in my back pocket, but you can do it with almost anything. So Iris Blur tool, very helpful if you want to bokehify anything. Alright guys, that's it for me. Let me know in the comment section down below if you're about to bokehify everything. Be sure to follow me on Instagram if you aren't already. I know that you will not regret it. My name has been Marc Steiner, and I will see you next time.